Hello and welcome to Spirit Matters. This is question and answer 3, and for today I am answering 3 questions. The first question is from Gail Lambert, and she said, "Hi Charmaine, since my son passed away I have pictures of him in every room, so everywhere I walk I can see him. Sometimes it hurts more to look at him and know he's not coming back, but I can't seem to put them away either. I have 2 memorial tables set up for him. Does this help or hinder the grief process?" I do not think it hinders the grief process, but I can suggest something to you so that every time you look at him, and when it does hurt, that you can quickly alleviate the pain you're feeling. What I would suggest to you is put up as many photos of your living children and living grandchildren and other family members as you can around your son, so that when you look and you say, "Oh my God, he's not here anymore, but look who I still have with me." I think it's a beautiful idea to have memorial tables. However, as I said, don't forget the living, because you're still here and so are they. So yes, keep your memorial tables, but make sure you honour everyone else as well. Gail, I hope that helps you today. It's only a small answer, but it's all that's needed, I think. The next answer I have is for Matthew Lappin. Do spirits that have taken their own lives regret what they have done? Do they see what they are missing out on and try to make contact with their loved ones? You know what, Matthew, it's different with every spirit. I bring in a lot of people who have suicided, and some seem to be quite regretful because of the pain they've caused, and others understand that there was type of no other option for them. You see, one of the biggest mistakes we make about suicide is we think that it's not really an illness, but you see, people who are well don't take their own lives. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. Depression is an illness or a disease that can kill. You must understand that. So if somebody has cancer, and even if they smoked and smoked and smoked and developed that cancer, and they were responsible for developing that cancer and therefore their own life, it's really, in a way, it's not the same, but that they died of cancer, your friends have died of depression, in a way. So, do they regret that they're there? Maybe at first they do, I don't know, I can't speak for every spirit, but generally I've found that they do not regret where they are, because they understand that they had an illness that wasn't going to be cured at all. I hope you get that. Do they see what they're missing out on? Well, you know what? They don't miss out on the thing. That's the truth. In spirit, people get to go with their families on holidays. They get to go to all the parties. They get to go to all the weddings. They don't actually miss out on anything. So they actually tend to live life precariously through you. And I have found that in every spirit that's passed. So don't think for a second that your friend who you're concerned about is missing out on anything. And do they try to make contact? Oh, I mean, I do. I must say this. Suicides are particularly anxious about making contact, because they really want the people that they really love to know that, hey, it wasn't your fault, I was ill, I was sick, but I'm okay now, I'm getting better. And they do get better. You see, a disease is the mind, a disease is the body. It makes no difference. Disease can kill a person. So, for goodness sakes, don't you worry too much about them, because they'll be okay. You just worry about yourself. Research as much as you can about depression and mental illness, and you will actually get more insight just by researching than I can ever give you. I hope that helps you, Matthew. It's a question a lot of people ask. Your person will be absolutely okay, living life precariously through you, so make sure you have a lot of fun. And would your person regret what they did or not? I can't tell you that, but for the most part of it, most of them seem quite comfortable where they are when they actually make contact. I hope that helps you a little bit. And the next question was from, I think it's Bijana Noveski. How do you protect yourself from the darker entities? Is it something you have to constantly do on a daily basis? And why do they choose to interfere with you? What is the purpose? So basically, I don't protect myself from the darker entities. Full stop. I have nothing to fear from the spirit world. That's the truth. I don't ever protect myself before a reading. I don't ever protect myself in any situation whatsoever. That's the truth. You see, fear of the spirit world is a concept brought in by Hollywood. Hollywood myths. I hope you understand that. Hollywood has created a vision of spirit that is nasty and horrible and evil. But you know what? Not the real world. Not with real mediums. Now, however, I will say, when I was developing, it was a terrible, terrible time for me, because I didn't understand what was happening. I would have 6 or 7 spirits in my house at one time, all talking to me, all type of throwing back at me what I was throwing back at the world. Basically, they were making me face my demons. And I think that there might be some people out there who may be developing, and the spirit world may be throwing their demons at them, but it's inside of yourself. When I recovered from my own issues of forgiveness, acceptance, and all the other things I had to get through, I was able to look back and say, oh my God, it was not a nasty spirit world that was doing that. It was a very loving spirit world that was making me face up to my responsibilities and to move on with my life. The problem with a lot of psychics and mediums is they do not heal themselves, and they do not heal their past issues or take responsibility for their past actions before they start doing the work, and therefore they become a little bit unbalanced. You see, my guides were fantastic. They made me balanced from day one. I never find evil spirits. I never find anything nasty at all. All I ever find is the love that the spirit world lives in. You know, there's one more saying, and it is, I think, therefore I am. If you think that spirits are evil, if you think that it's bad, you are going to find it. Believe you me. But I tell you what, never found a bad one since I've been working. But as I said before, incredibly, the demons or the bad things I felt before were coming from myself, and my spirit world was just holding up a mirror and saying, look what you are. Now, if you've read my book, you'll know that. Spirit Whispers, get a copy of it, because it tells you exactly what I went through. And they did hold up that mirror, and they did make me face myself. No, I wasn't being a really good person. I was a bit of a, you know, dumb bum, to be honest with you. I did some stupid things. And they wanted me to see where I was going wrong, rather than saying it's everybody else's fault. The spirit world should never be blamed for anybody's bad luck. The spirit world should never be blamed for anybody's personal problems or anybody's mental problems. It's all within yourself, okay? So I'm just going to round this up real quick. 1, there are no there are no evil spirits. 2, I do not have any need to protect myself. 3, why did they pick me? I don't know, probably because they thought I'd get it. Probably because they knew I would understand not only death and everything that's involved in it, but they knew that I would understand eventually that they were just trying to help me. You see, that's what a lot of people make the mistake. All they want to do is make your life easier. I hope that helps you a lot. I'm looking forward to next week. It's getting harder and harder to pick these questions out because you guys are really good at asking them. I want to do another 10, but hey, have a good weekend. Sorry this one's a bit late. See you next week. Bye.